Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to High on the Hog. I'm your host, Sawyer Dillinger, alongside co-host my father, John Dillinger, and
We got a bad show
we
for you today.
it's not a good one, guys. 31-39. That's the final score in two overtimes. Arkansas goes to Stillwater and dominates both teams. To be honest with you, if you want me to put it lightly, we messed us both up. So we got a kind of sad one for you today, low on the Hogs today, but man, we'll be all right.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We've got to figure out how to win close football games.
That's a big deal.
We are atrocious under Coach Pittman in close ball games. I think maybe we've lost 10 out of 12.
10 of the last 12 one-score
one-score
games.
And if that's wrong, I apologize. Last podcast, I stood out all kinds
Misinformation.
of misinformation.
Look like CNN out there.
Fake news, that's what I was going to say. It looked like I worked for CNN or MSNBC. But that's, so I ain't going to talk about other teams. We were spitting straight facts when it comes to our stuff, but then when we started talking about other teams.
Just started lying.
I said South Carolina lost to Old Dominion, and they beat them. So that just shows
Just
you
went on a 5-minute rant line about everything he
that I
said.
wasn't paying attention, I guess, close enough. But, yeah,
It's close enough, though.
anybody
Flip the
watch
teams.
this game, it hurts so bad because we know that we should have won that football game
Convincingly.
by 3 scores.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at, and I know we'll talk about the stats here in a minute, but just look at the stats.
They speak for themselves, honestly.
It's like you can tell one team dominated, but somehow the other team won. And that's the way football is. Really, the only score in the box that matters is the score of the football game. You can throw for more yards, you can have more rushing yards, you can have more completions, more. You can rush for a big average. You can do all that stuff, but the main things in a box score is the scoreboard, and then what made the difference in this game, and that was turnovers.
That was the biggest problem. I couldn't even tell you how many. I think it was like 3 fumbles, maybe 3 fumbles, an interception.
Well, the pick six started it off. Jaquindon Jackson has got to
Hold on to the
secure
freaking football.
He had 2, didn't he?
It was 2 or 3.
He had 2. I think he only lost 1. But we had, I think, 3 turnovers as a team. Jaquindon Jackson had 1. Satania had 1.
Okay, so the other one wasn't called. That's when his knee hit the ground, but he did lose the ball. It was close.
Yeah, right. He only lost once because his knee was down. Last week he fumbled 1 out of bounds. Didn't lose it.
That's what I said in the last podcast. I said I hope that's not going to be a continuous problem because doing that against a Pine Bluff's not good, and we're playing Oklahoma State. But
when he's not on the field,
we can feel it.
Yeah, he is a difference maker. Mm-hmm. So just secure the football, Jaquindon. You are the man.
Yeah, he's going to be a beast this year.
What did you think about the last play of the game? 4th and 2.
Blew my mind because Bobby Petrino's not known for running the football up the middle in the first place. But, second overtime, this is the game play right here. You get it or you don't, and you run a 107-pound running back up the middle.
I wonder if Talon Talon probably had the option to keep it, and I don't know why he didn't. He felt something might go better. Was it Rodney Hill that carried the ball?
Yeah, our smallest running back ran it up the middle.
Yeah, so if Jaquindon Jackson takes that handoff, you have a lot better shot probably because you're going to run a power up the middle. He's full-grown man. He'd been running on him. His average was something like, let's see, I had it a while ago. He had a very high average.
He did good, but it's because he breaks out. He's quick. He's not somebody you want running the football up somebody's throat at all.
I don't know. Of all the guys I've seen run this year, he looked like the most powerful back.
Rodney Hill?
Oh no, I'm talking about Jackson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
if,
obviously, yeah.
if
That's who you
Jackson
want.
would have
Yeah.
had the ball, if he'd have
Yeah.
been the one in the game, I can see that. But with Rodney, no, yeah, he's a smaller back,
Yeah.
scat back.
That's what I
Didn't like
mean.
that play call. I didn't like the. I know we had just missed a field goal, but you know, 4th and 5. Is that what it was?
Yeah, 4th and 5.
4th and 5, going for it from the 23. Kick the field goal.
I'll disagree with you there, honestly. I don't think we have a kicker who we can trust. To be honest, I think we should first. I mean, I know it's the first real game. I think we put the backup in. That was sad.
Who's our kicker?
Something Ramsey. I don't even
Run out
care to know his
Shipley.
name. That's what I'm saying. Put the
Put
backup
the other
in.
guy in.
He missed
Trust-
two.
But you have to kick in that situation.
You have to have confidence to kick in that situation, though, and we didn't have confidence. That we needed a momentum changer,
I've seen Pittman,
and
make
that would have
call
done it.
too many times, though. Too many times over these 5 seasons. And he goes back and forth, you know. It's one of those things where if he. I don't know what the analytics said there. I'm pretty sure 100% almost. The analytics says kick the field goal there. But he goes back and forth saying, oh, well, we go by the analytics. And then he's like, oh, well, no, I go by Samalytics if I feel it or if I don't or whatever.
Samalytics, I like that.
I mean, kick the field goal. 23-yard line, I don't care if you just missed one. Because if they kick that field goal and they make it,
We won the game.
we won that game.
But it shouldn't have came it shouldn't have came down to the field goal regardless. We should have been up 28-0 or to 28-7. I mean, like it's stupid that it came down to that. Cam Little there, we're kicking the field goal. Your kicker that just missed from the same yardage just
He was
missed.
2 yards closer.
Yeah. But still, I mean, that's pretty much same yardage, just missed a field goal. We need a momentum change anyways. You've got the best offensive coordinator in football. You've got a really good offensive team who's been doing what they want with them. I understand it. We should have went for a field goal, but we didn't have the kicker who could have made it. He would have missed that field goal, in my
Here's
opinion.
the thing with your kickers, though. You want them to have confidence. Nothing blows your confidence worse than 23-yard line. We're not going for a field goal. We're going to go for a long 4th down.
You've got to be somebody that we can confide in and be confident in, though. And Ramsey's just not.
Yeah, but he's.
I'm ready to kick him off the team at this point, if you want me to be honest with you.
to ride with the guys that you got. So he's your. Guy
We've
you
got Shipley, put him in there, then kick
Well,
the field goal.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
mean, I would have been fine with that. Make a switch, and let the other guy try it.
I
But
mean, he missed 2 field goals. That's, ridiculous. And Oklahoma State missed one too. But, it's just feels like Arkansas, other than Cam Little, I feel like we always have terrible kickers.
here, the thing that gets you on that game, watching that game, is that you could see all through the first half, Arkansas just dominated.
Yeah.
Come out of halftime, you knew there was going to be a response from Oklahoma State. They're a good team. They're well coached. Mike Gundy's really good at scripting the first series of a half. So you knew they were going to come, and you was going to get a good. But if you can punch them in the mouth and shut them down, you blow them out. Well, we don't. We start shooting ourselves in the foot over and over again. We threw the pick six in the first half, and that was bad enough. And then you come out and you muff a punch, you lose a fumble. You get bad penalties. Whether it's passing interference, 2 or 3 times in a row, or if it's suplexing a guy.
That was a penalty too.
You just can't do that. You got to be smarter than that. You can't let the refs impact the game. You want them to be a non-factor in the game, and to do that, you have to play smart and play with discipline. And we just didn't do that. And then another thing, and then Oklahoma State kept. Instead of capitalizing, they capitalized on it a lot of times, but at the end of the fourth quarter, it was like they were. I had this feeling like we're going to win this game because they're not seizing the moment.
They had some mess ups
trying
too.
to give it back to us, and we even had one kind of bad call from the refs that helped us, when on the
Anton Junkic.
Yeah, that was
offsides.
encroachment on us. And it kind of got and what it was he reacted to the tight end. That
Tight
went in
end
motion.
shifted, yeah.
Yeah, and he reacted, and then the left tackle did exactly what he was supposed to do, and it's move, and somehow they called it against them, and it stopped the clock, and that was
We deserved it though.
all in our favor. All of that stuff was in
We
our favor.
we earned that bad call. I mean, those pass interference
Yeah,
calls
there
was
was a couple of real iffy
good
ones, but
grief. But yeah, I mean, Arkansas they've now shown me that we can lose at home holding a team to 7 points. And now they've shown me that Arkansas can lose we can lose on the road with 648 yards of offense. And I just don't understand it. Look, Taylon Green had a great game. I'm not even mad at him for the pick six.
26 of 45, 460
I mean,
yards, a 9.2 average,
you can't
touchdown.
you can't ask more
and an
from a
interception.
quarterback. He
Even the interception is a
didn't
pick
make me
six.
mad at all. He got
But,
hit as he was throwing the
yeah,
ball.
it was really
Defender
good.
made a good play. I mean,
That's right. So he had a fantastic game.
yeah, the muffed punt too. I'm not mad at Satania at all. I want to know what are we freaking doing in the backfield tackling our punt returner? I mean, I don't understand what's going on. Twice in that game we were like on top of our punt returner, and then he tackled him right there, straight up.
That is an Arkansas.
It makes no
It happens
sense.
every year. And
It makes no
year,
sense that we're that
We
close.
have that same play happen. Go back and look. Every year we'll have one of our players run into or fall into the legs of a punt returner and muff a punt.
Satania shouldn't have to
Arkansas players.
anticipate. I've got to catch this ball and jump over my defender. Like it's just, or my teammate. It's so stupid. It don't make sense. You are blocking the person up there. They run back like 15, 20 yards to block the guy that's trying to get to him. You should not be within 5 yards of the punt returner. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, good grief. That's ridiculous.
Lots of positives in this game, though. Okay?
Yeah.
Taylon Green, he's a fantastic quarterback. I like the way he runs. He's a good passer. If he can dial it in a little bit and get a little bit more accurate.
Couple underthrown passes
Yeah,
there,
I mean,
but
that's typical. I thought he outplayed the Oklahoma State quarterback.
No doubt about it.
Head and shoulders above him. Arkansas receivers, Andrew Armstrong.
he's a good.
Good to have him back.
He's a good player, man.
10 receptions, 164 yards. It's 16.4 average.
Good Lord.
Satania had 4 for 78. Broden had 4 for 66.
Yeah.
Luke has. I hope he's okay.
He looked like he was holding his back or his hips maybe or something.
Yeah, he had a back spasm or something going
Yeah.
on there. 2 for 46. Tesla 1 for 32. Jaquindon Jackson 2 for 21, and Rodney Hill 3 for 9. So we threw it to the running backs 5 different times in
Yeah.
the game.
I really.
They had 5 receptions. Might have targeted more. I'm not sure.
What sucks the most, and excuse me if I'm talking over myself, continuing saying the same thing. The better team lost the football game today. I mean, I think that's apparent. I think Oklahoma State can admit that the better team walked away with a loss, but the more disciplined team arguably walked away with the win, and that's what you got to do. Penalties, turnovers, fumbling twice, muffing a punt, throwing a pick six. I mean, it's not going to win you football games, especially when you're playing the number 16th ranked team in the country. But we showed such dominance in the first half, and to just not finish again, time after time, I feel like we're saying we just lost another 1-point game. 10 for 12. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And to go back to that fourth down play. What makes me mad, it's not even just that we ran it up the middle. That's a dumb call every time. They're going to anticipate you running it up the middle. It's that we put in our smallest running back when we have a 253-pound, perfectly healthy Braylon Russell who showed that he can run through some players. Why are we not putting him in the game? I mean, I don't understand why we have these big bodies. I don't even care. Put your biggest tight end back there and let him run up the middle. Don't put the smallest person you have on our team in that situation where he has to fight through defenders, because he's not just going to be able to. He's quick and elusive. That's Rodney Hill, and he's a good back, but he can't do that. He cannot be running and trying to shake off multiple guys. Put Braylon Russell in. He's a dog. Put Rashad Dubinion in. He's shown you that he can be a starter. I mean, I don't.
Dubinion, no Russell. Neither one of them had any carries today. I wonder why.
I don't know. They didn't want to win the football game, it felt like to me. I don't know.
I mean, Yeah, just head scratching things.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, those are two super good running backs, and that is the perfect place for them to be, is a fourth down
I mean,
run up the middle.
I think the thinking was we've not put them in the game all day. Can you do it on the last play of the game? But Houston Nutt would have.
Yeah.
If he'd have had a guy like that,
They would have expected it, but you got a much better
know,
chance
he would have
than putting Rodney
for
Hill.
one play. I mean, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes if you're going to rush the ball on 4th and 2, you got to put in a guy that can take a hit and keep moving forward. So
Oklahoma State, they had some pretty bad passes, not passes as well, but they as much as we beat Arkansas, they beat Oklahoma State. Arkansas lost to the refs, but we beat Arkansas too. I mean, we played 3 different opponents in one game. And the refs not as bad. It was fairly called pretty much, but those pass interferences were, it's just got me a little upset. But Oklahoma State, I mean, Rashad Owens, that name sticks out to me because, I mean, Alan Bowman threw a perfect pass. Couldn't have been a better ball right into the left end zone, and Rashad Owens caught it and then just, I guess, threw it on the ground in there. And they did that 2 or 3 times. I want to say Brennan Presley did it as well. So Oklahoma State, they tried to get us another shot too. I mean, they missed their field goal that would have put it away. And so both teams messed up, but Arkansas definitely was the head scratching, what are we doing, guys, team there today.
T-Will called a good game.
T-Will's fantastic. I'm scared to lose him.
Oklahoma State has a real good offense, good offensive-minded coach. You knew their first series in each half was going to be well scripted and was going to be tough to stop. I believe he stopped both of them. They had that trick play, flea flicker, where they threw it to the
that was a good play.
tight end. I mean, stuff like that. That's hard. I mean, who expected that?
Yeah.
Nobody. So you're going to get caught on some of that stuff. Looked like the defense was either a little slow or a little tired, and they should have been. Time of possession, Arkansas was like 36 minutes to 23. I mean, we dominated the time of possession.
Yeah.
I don't know. We need some more speed, I think, with our cornerbacks and safeties. But
I really like our defense, though. I mean, defensively, what was it? We held them up until the fourth quarter to 6 points on defense.
Yeah.
All their points came from turnovers.
A game like this is one of those games where you can be so frustrated at the end. You're like, that's it. I'm through with the Hogs and Fire Pittman, and I'm not going to watch football. We got a good football team.
We have a really good football team.
Good football team. We should beat Birmingham next week.
Shouldn't be close.
I think we should. I think we can beat Auburn. We can beat A&M.
No doubt. No
That's
doubt.
Our next 3 games.
Who?
We could be 4-1.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Y'all can watch me do this. Who did Auburn lose to today?
I'm not sure that Auburn lost. I'm not going to start commenting on.
Either they lost or it was a close game with a team it shouldn't have been.
It was a close game.
Yeah, no, they lost to California 14-21. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
To California, and California's not a good football team in my opinion. So I mean, we ought to beat Auburn. Texas A&M, they lost to. Let's get this right this time. USC. Notre Dame.
That's what we said last week.
Okay, they lost to one of them, and Notre Dame.
I thought LSU. I thought Brian Kelly lost to his old football team, Notre Dame.
Okay.
But he lost to USC.
And
A&M lost to Notre Dame.
I'm ecstatic to play those two teams because I think, guys, I think we're gonna win up until Tennessee. I'm confident in these wins, which I was confident in this one too. So who knows? But you know who Notre Dame lost to today? Northern Illinois University. Their first time in program history beating a top 10 team, and Notre Dame's number 5, and they went and beat Texas A&M. So, right. Yeah, I think. But so Texas A&M lost to Northern Illinois pretty much, basically, if you think about it.
I'm sticking with my 8-4. I know I had this as one of my wins. They just got to go beat somebody now.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't pick them to. So, I'm still high on the Hogs. I think we've got a good football team. I'm worried that we can't win close ball games.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Pittman will figure it out. Not everything that happened, of course, was on him, but
Most of it today really wasn't.
Some things were.
Yeah, some bad calls, but
if just somebody tightens up somewhere, like if the special teams don't, muff a punt, or if
run into their punt returner,
if the defense gets a stop, or if the offense doesn't turn it over,
offensive line doesn't let Taylor Green get sacked while
going
he's throwing the ball.
Going for points,
Have a kicker that can kick a field goal,
find that. Because to win close ball games, that's what you got to have. You've got to have that edge where you make a better decision than the other guy does. You make a play when the other guy don't.
Yeah.
You get a call that goes for you instead of against you. And those things are all seem to be going against the Hogs.
It's just the little things that win football games, and we've got to get better at it.
Right. So.
Yeah, field goals were pitiful. I can't get over that. What a terrible showing from Ramsey. It's making me mad. Let's get into some statistics and stop thinking about it.
We're going over the stats.
Let's go over some stats real quick. I've got them pulled up here. Y'all can read with us. I think y'all can see that pretty fine. Just utter domination statistic-wise. This is sickening to look at. We lost 31-39. Taylor Green threw 416 freaking yards. He only threw one touchdown in 416 yards, which is surprising, but Jaquindon Jackson, he
won't you go over here to the
messed up, or he did that.
Oh, we got the box score. I guess that shows the same thing.
What were you looking for?
Click over to team stats and see what changes there. Yeah, that's not near as good on the computer. Yeah. It looks better on the cell phone, but
so Taylor Green 26 for 45. Whew, that's not a great completion percentage, but 416 yards, a touchdown. He threw a pick six, which, not entirely his fault. Compared to Alan Bowman, 27-48, which, not much better of a rating there, but, one touchdown, and he threw an interception as well, which I don't remember that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it was Singletary, I think. Yeah, Singletary caught that. And so, Alan Bowman, he threw about 100 less yards, and I just don't understand this because
get down to the rushing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we beat them in passing pretty bad, so you're like, okay, well, Oklahoma State had to have just dominated the rushing, right? Jaquindon Jackson ran 24 times, 149 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
And was injured off and on
the whole game. Ollie Jordan, whoever, whatever her name is, didn't do anything this game.
We shut him down.
He couldn't run the ball if we laid down and gave him open lanes. We held him he looked like he forgot how to play football. And I'm just talking crap because I'm mad, but Jaquindon Jackson showed who the better running back is, in my opinion. To be honest with you, if you want me to put it blankly, I think Ollie Gordon
benefits from
playing in the Big 12
schedule.
I think that's it.
He's a good running back. He's not a Heisman.
He can come play for us if he wants to.
He's not a Heisman. Yeah, he could be Jaquindon Jackson's backup.
Yeah, but I'll take Jaquindon over him. I say that sincerely. I think, like you said, Ollie Gordon benefits much from playing in a no-net conference. Taylor Green is our second rusher, 18 carries, 61 yards. No touchdowns there, but Jaquindon was the only rusher with touchdowns, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. And then Alan Bowman was theirs, 5 carries for 7 yards. So, it's utter domination in – I don't know how we do it every time. It's utter domination in every single statistic, guys.
We'd already kind of went over the stats, and then we're not going to pull up the stats.
Yeah, let's do it again, but it'll be all right. This is High on the Hog, and we're here to do what we want. Arkansas fumbled. Jaquindon Jackson fumble. Isaiah Satania didn't fumble. Taylor Green fumble. That's 3 fumbles. We lost 2 of them. I guess Taylor Green recovered his. Isaiah Satania, whoever ran into him, put his name up because that's his fault. Oklahoma State didn't fumble. That's what wins them the football game. They threw a pick, but we threw a pick 6, and that's what mattered there.
They scored, I think, 18 points off of our turnovers.
Yeah, 18 or 21, one or the other.
Yeah, something like that. It was.
I want to say this: their punter whoa. I mean, what a punt for him to be. He had like 5 yards when he was backed up in his end zone, and he booted that thing to the other side of the field. I mean, and he got that off quick. So shout out to their punter because that was impressive.
I thought
What a
the punter
punt.
did a good job.
And yeah, I mean, we
Couldn't
pinned
get
him
the
at the
one,
1 or 2.
Flip the field,
He
the ball back.
much improved from I believe it's Max Fletcher last year. So yeah, I mean, guys, I know I've got a side voice, but we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be good this year. I still got us 8-4 or even more. I think once we get about the halfway season mark, if y'all would like to see it, I think we'll do an updated prediction. If that's something we're interested in. You know, which we can't go back. It'll just be for, you know, just an extra video realistically, but we have to stick to what we said originally. And
We're gonna try to cheat.
but you know, we'll be fine, guys. The Hogs are good. We've got some dogs on the team. I mean, I love Travis Williams. He's one of the best up and coming defensive coordinators. Our defense is fine. Our offense is really good. We've got really good play calls. Bobby Petrino coached another fantastic game. His players didn't do it for him. So, you got anything else to add?
I just think he called a bad play in the last play of the game.
Yeah, I mean, one bad play call over 2 games.
It's the most important one, though.
It was, but it wasn't even. It was the play call for sure, but it was the fact that you gave our smallest running back the ball up the middle that just blows my freaking mind, guys. I mean, I don't know what we're doing there, but. Yeah, guys.
We'll be back next week with
31-39.
Who we playing? Alabama Birmingham.
Alabama Birmingham. Ought to be a pretty. I
It'll
mean,
be a fun show next week.
it won't be a Pine Bluff type game, but if we want our fan base and we want confidence in the Hogs, we need to beat this team bad.
I think we will.
I do too, because I mean we showed that Oklahoma State, if they went into the SEC, because I seen a lot of their people was saying that if Arkansas joined the Big 12, that we would be a middle of the row Big 12 team. And that made me funny because I want to say this, and I'm saying this just in response to that one person, or I've seen 3 or 4 of them say it. If Oklahoma State joins the SEC, they're down there with Kentucky and South Carolina. They're not a middle of the row team. And you can say Arkansas is at the bottom too, but I mean, hey, after this season, we'll see if that stands true. So I just wanted to say that Oklahoma State might beat Vanderbilt, Carolina, and Kentucky, but you're not getting Florida, not middle of the pack though. So if we were in the Big 12, we'd have 3 national championships, calling it right now. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to High on the Hog. Like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Twitter. I'll post our links to our Twitter. We got a Twitter and a TikTok now. So go follow us on there for updates. And I posted some pretty fire X's or tweets, whatever you want to call them today. So go check them out.
At the end, though.
But I don't even think I put the final score up. I just stopped. I was like, this is some crap. But thank you guys for tuning in, and come back next week for the Alabama Birmingham preview. Thank you guys. God bless and go Hogs. Woo pig.